Welcome to F&W Game Club. This weekend we are continuing our E3 coverage. Right now we're looking at a Madden clip from their new game mode that you're going to be able to participate in Madden 18. It's called the Longshot. And this is a little bit of the trailer playing through. Chris, it kind of looks like, it reminds me of something out of Ballers a little bit.
Right, great TV show.
So you're looking at...
Featuring The Rock.
So you've been away for 3 years, right? And you're coming back and you team up with former NFL great Dan Marino, who is quoted as being a sport agent that doesn't always play by the rules. This looks pretty good to me. This is an interesting thing. This actually started in FIFA last year in 2017. They had a thing,
mode.
Yeah, this thing called The Journey, which centered around this kid who was a first-year Premier player or whatever. So it's interesting to see how this could work in football. Do you, would this be something that would get somebody like you, a casual Madden player, back into a game mode like this again?
Probably not.
So what would they have to do to convert somebody like you to come back and play?
I'm probably not coming back.
Nothing they can do. So I like this largely because of what it represents in terms of thinking, off-branding, and trying to move something outside of the box. There could be something really sweet about where we look to kind of go. I am a little concerned, though. It's going to kind of take away from the gameplay. I'm a little bit nervous that they probably put too much hype into the story, right, and it kind of moves stuff out of the controllers. There's supposed to be an additional feature that helps you get rid of, icon passing, which is a weird thing, right? There's no button above the head of the players anymore, potentially. So that could be a little bit weird in this new one. But it looks like a pretty good game, and it's definitely worth checking out. I just wish that it's not going to be another $60 or $80 like these games always cost. Would you play something like this if I had it for you? Would you check
maybe
it out?
I might try it out.
It seems like it could be kind of cool.
Or if EA does the free weekend demo thing, I might give it a shot.
That would be a really good idea on their part to be able to see it kind of come out. So you're a former 5-star quarterback, and now you're trying to make your way battling. It's weird to see use
just
of
like my real life.
It's weird to see.
And yet I went undrafted another
year. So it is odd to see the idea of them using college logos again, right? Because they canceled the NCAA sports franchise a couple years back. James, what do you got?
Question for you, Josh. If this is the development of Madden, they're adding this sort of campaign with a story, does that mean when we review and think on these games that now the narrative should play into the way we consider whether they're good or not?
It has to, because this is the first time they've ever added a narrative element to any type of thing. They had a couple years back, the closest thing that they had to it was a connection mode that you could bring an NCAA player over into Madden, right? And so that was the big deal kind of thing. But this is the first time where they're actually interweaving plot into a sports game, which is a little bit weird. So if you like this, you should be sure to check it out. Hopefully you can try and find it on... I would be really remiss if they didn't give it to you for that weekend for the free demo.
They should have a story from the owner's perspective, and it's kind of like Shadow of Mordor, where you're kind of just using and abusing all of your underlings and throwing them at fortresses. So... just to have your will be done.
It's called the halfback blast up the middle. It's the same thing. So be sure to like and share and subscribe to this, and stay tuned as we continue to drop videos all weekend that'll be documenting all the different highlights of the E3